Do you plan to study your degree in Germany? Lancaster University Leipzig has interesting options offering you high-quality education. Hi, and thank you for joining this live stream. Study with Lancaster University Leipzig, a highly ranked British university in Germany. My name is Hugo Bustamante, Recruitment Manager for Global Studies. Global Studies is an educational agency where we help you with all the application process to study abroad. We have different destinations, and for example, you can apply to study in the UK, in Canada, Spain, Italy, the United States, Lithuania, Germany, Ireland, Malta, Australia, France, and many other destinations. You just have to contact us. You can find here our media. You can find that we are in Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and you can follow us to know more about the different institutions that we are working with. And you can ask for your free guidance session. You have here our WhatsApp number, our email address, and we will be happy to help you with your application process. And today we are with Elvira Fritzsche. She's a student recruitment manager, Europe, from Lancaster University Leipzig. Hi, Elvira, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. And it's exciting to present Lancaster University Leipzig today to your potential students. And I'm happy to share about our programs, about the destination. I'm a student recruitment manager Europe, Elvira Fritzsche, and I'll be sharing my presentation today.
Yes, I want to introduce you. Dr. Fritzsche joined Lancaster University Leipzig in June 2021, first as a student recruitment advisor, and since 2022 as a student recruitment manager. Her previous experience includes teaching at the university and secondary school levels in Russia, USA, and Germany, and managing events at the Sochi Winter Olympics and the Summer Universiade in Kazan, founding on Bespoke City Tours Company in Leipzig. In 2015, Dr. Fritzsche completed a doctorate in comparative linguistics at Kazan Federal University. Elvira, it is a pleasure to have you here with us. And we really want to know more about the different programs that Lancaster University Leipzig can offer us.
Sure. Let me then share my screen to show you the presentation.
Please.
A moment. Yeah. Okay, so Lancaster University Leipzig is a branch campus of Lancaster University. And you have probably heard about Lancaster University, one of the top UK universities, which is ranked 10th in the Complete University Guide 2025 and is constantly placed among top 15 UK universities. Lancaster University was also rated for Teaching Excellency Framework Gold in 2023. It is a research university, and Lancaster University has research partnerships in more than 60 countries. So when we talk more about our destination, because we are a branch campus in Germany, then let me tell you that of course, Germany is very attractive for future studies and work for many people because it's seventh for quality of life globally, and it is the largest European economy. We have a colorful, cosmopolitan, and dynamic population here with safe and welcoming communities and cities. And all international students are granted an 18 months post-study work permit visa. So this means that upon completion of your studies in Germany, also with Lancaster University Leipzig, students will have 18 months to look for a job. And if they want to continue their career here in Germany, they will, of course, be able to do that. When we speak about German quality of life, then speaking about Leipzig is very interesting because Leipzig is located in the so-called East Germany. But when you compare it with such major cities like Berlin, Frankfurt, Munich, or Hamburg, it is still much more affordable, even though the life index here is very high, life quality index is very high. And just recently, this year, Leipzig was ranked fifth in among all European cities for this quality of life, of satisfaction of citizens who live here. Then what are the benefits of studying in Leipzig with us? If you have a European or a UK citizenship, then we will apply domestic fees for to you, and there are also funding options for EU and UK nationals. However, our international tuition fees are also very competitive and very affordable in comparison, for example, with the same programs in our main campus in the UK, because we are located in the EU and in Germany as a branch campus, and we can afford to lower our tuition fees a bit. There are more than 2,500 potential employers around here, and it is also the area next to Leipzig is called sort of like Silicon Saxony, and it is also EU's largest tech cluster. We offer programs in English. For example, in many German universities, you can only find master's programs taught in English and very rarely bachelor's programs in English, but we offer all of them. And there is a very interesting point here that our students, if they want to, they can go and study in the entire second year to the UK campus of Lancaster University, and they would still pay the lower fees associated with German campus. Still, you should know that this is a competitive process and there is a quota per group of how many students can go there. But I must say that if the student attends all the lectures, the seminars, and they perform well in their assessments and have pretty good grades in the end, then most probably they will qualify for the second year abroad program and go there. We have a wonderful industry connections and career support team on campus, and I will later tell you more about that. The city itself is among top 10 largest German cities, and just also recently it was ranked as the Germany's top travel destination, as well as most attractive city center in Germany. And that's how pretty Leipzig is. There are many other universities in the city, and we have more than 40,000 university-age students living in Leipzig. So where we are located, we are, so on the map you see where Leipzig is just 1 hour train ride from Berlin. And I must say that our campus is established in 2020, and we started with the foundation entry. So just last year in 2023, we had our first graduates, our first cohort graduated, and we are excited about the upcoming graduation of a much bigger cohort of students. And just within these few years that we are operating in Leipzig, Germany, I must say that we become a truly international campus with almost 100 nationalities represented just within such short period of time. We are located in the city center of Leipzig, so you should be aware that we are an urban campus. This means that we do not have our own sport facilities or our own canteen, but we cooperate with the different providers in the city, and our students are already building up their student clubs, the societies, and if you play football or basketball, there are plenty of places for that as well. And then it's just, as I said, 1 hour train ride from Berlin, or sometimes students arrive in Frankfurt, in the international airport there, and it's also a very convenient train ride from Frankfurt. Even though Leipzig also has an international airport, but it serves fewer destinations than Berlin, Munich, or Frankfurt. I'm going to show you a few pictures of
Elvira, sorry.
Yes.
Your presentation is just showing the first slide. Maybe if
Oh,
you try to go to the next one that you're going
slide.
to
I,
show
I
us, please.
showed like so many slides already. Didn't you see these ones?
Yes. No, it wasn't advancing. Please.
Oh my gosh. That's so anyway, this is the map
Mhm.
which I was referring
Thank
to.
you.
Can
Thank you.
you, Hugo, please one more time confirm if when I make a slideshow and change, for example, now, do you see another slide or you still see this slide with the map?
I'm seeing the map,
Oh,
university location.
then I cannot share my whole like slideshow then. Oh, very unfortunate. Look
Okay.
how many slides you missed. Look, I showed you this and
It's
this
the
and
beginning,
this
yes.
one, and you didn't see anything. Okay, so
That's
this
so.
was the map I was referring to, and there are a few pretty pictures of Leipzig. Let me make it a bit bigger, maybe.
Thank
Um,
you.
yeah, so we have. That's not very nice. Sorry, that's a bit technical issues here. Um, if you are interested in football, for example, then we have a Bundesliga team here in Leipzig called Red Bull, RB Leipzig. And just recently, Leipzig also hosted the European Championship of football. It is also a very old city in Germany. So it's a city of Bach, of Mendelssohn, of Schumann, of Wagner. And we have so many different music festivals here. There are so many lakes around the city. Inside the city, we have two rivers, we have artificial channel. There are so many parks, and people commute by bikes here with pleasure. So architecture is astonishing, and it's very convenient and comfortable and safe to live in Leipzig. It's a truly student city. Um, so I'm going to show you as well a few pictures of our campus. As I said, this is an urban campus, and we are located in the building in the city center, right next to the main church of Leipzig, Nikolai Church, actually. And we have three floors in this Strossack Passage, first, sixth, and the seventh, with a beautiful terrace with a very nice city view. So there are plenty of lecture halls, workshop rooms, and then computer labs. Also students like free time area, then self-study area, student services and administration. They are located on the first floor for your convenience, and they are very approachable. There is a library, but of course students, they have access to all Lancaster University software, online library, and so on. Then we do not require from you any proficiency in German language, actually. We just need to see your school leaving certificate with your grades and your English language proficiency. However, when you decide to study in Germany, even though it is in English, we strongly encourage you to pick up some local language and start studying German. Also, we offer free, basic, elementary German classes to all students, and this would be a shame not to use this opportunity. And then we encourage you to study more, that just in 3 years during your degree program you can pick up the language, and then you can add it in your CV as well, and you'll be much more competitive on the job market upon the graduation. Our course structure is a traditional UK system. So upon graduation, you receive Lancaster University's degree certificate. If you do not qualify for whatever reasons for direct entry to start your education directly with bachelor's degree, we can review your documents for the foundation entry, and we offer foundation programs in computer science and business with the progression to your desired degree upon successful completion of this foundation journey. If you're interested in master's programs, we offer this as well. And I will tell you more about these programs a bit later in the next slides. There is also a direct entry to MSc, master's degree, and there is also a pre-master's entry. So our tuition fees for this year for international applicants, 17,250, and for EU or UK passport holders, it's 10,350. Foundation year and annual tuition fee for bachelor's degree is the same. And then there are also costs for pre-masters and masters of science degrees you see here. We also offer a range of scholarships depending on your school performance or foundation scholarships. So undergraduate degrees on offer are BSc with honors in business management, Bachelor of Sciences with honors in business management and media, in business management with accounting and finance, in business management with business analytics, accounting and finance, and alone this program is actually ranked 51st globally. We offer as well computer science and software engineering. And as I mentioned, pathways to the degree are foundation in business or international foundation in computer science. Our postgraduate degrees include masters in logistics and supply chain management, masters in cybersecurity, in data science, and in management, as well as pathways to the master's degree in business or computer science. Then when we talk about entry requirements, they are very different for each country and for the school curriculum which you studied. Usually we look at the equivalency to A levels. A levels is a traditional UK system school leaving certificate and the curriculum. So to start with a bachelor's degree with us, you need to provide BBB in A levels with math at grade B were required. By the way, if I return here and I should tell you that two programs, and these are business management and media, they do not have separate mathematics requirements. For all other programs, if you would like to study computer science or business management with business analytics and so on, we would look into your math results as well. Then we also have entry criteria for IB diploma, for US diploma. And if you have your national qualification, just please submit the application with the help of your agency, and we will review this national qualification if it meets our entry criteria. And please don't forget about English language proficiency certificate, which can be IELTS or TOEFL or maybe GCSE and so on. So what are the scholarships that we offer? For direct entry, which means that you start with your degree studies, we are happy to make offer to you the merit scholarship of 2,000 euro fee reduction for the first year for international fee payers and 1,000 euro fee reduction for the first year of study for domestic fee payers. We also have foundation scholarships as well. Again, these are 2,000 for international fee payers and 1,000 for EU, UK fee payers. And for postgraduate programs, there are for international fee payers as well, the applied scholarship for the upcoming intake, I mean October 2024, it's 4,500 fee reduction. We will know about the scholarships for 2025 intake a bit sooner, and we will announce them as well. So if there are students among you who are EU or UK citizens, then you should know that there is a way to fund your studies with brain capital or fins, for example, which is also very interesting. For example, brain capital is a income share agreement, so they fund completely the 3 years of degree program in Bachelor's of Science or in Master's, for Master's degree. Okay, so this was a very intense information for you. Then I will tell you a bit more about Leipzig and the career opportunities here, for example. We have a tri-modal traffic hub here in Leipzig with well-developed road network, train system, and an international airport. Moreover, in 2020, Amazon Air launched operations in Leipzig as its first regional air hub in Europe. We also have Porsche and BMW automotive brands here next to Leipzig, and they employ thousands of people in the region, and they are also our partners. What academic services we offer is actually very interesting. So when we ask students regularly, why do they choose Lancaster University Leipzig? And one of the reasons is that they get a very individual approach towards them here in the university. Even though, for instance, on one lecture, for example, we are going to have a very big computer science cohort this time. And when it is a frontal lecture, there can be like around 100 students in the classroom. But when you have workshops and seminars, students will be not more than 20 per group. And this means that you are going to have very individual approach from a lecturer on your during your program. So all lecturers know their students by names. Moreover, you are going to have an allocated academic tutor throughout your studies. In the very beginning, you should not miss this email. You should schedule a meeting with the allocated academic tutor, and this may be either your lecturer already in your first year, or maybe this is one of the lecturers from next modules who you haven't met yet. So that's very helpful. If you have any issues with your studies or questions, or you want to be challenged more, then that's a great way to do that. Then we offer academic skills training throughout the year, which are like formulating arguments, presentation skills, and many more. We have intercultural sections to support your transition, and we have such programs for the students like student representatives, student ambassadors, then social committees. So you are going to have a very fun student life here. As I mentioned earlier in one of the slides, we also offer a free elementary level of German on campus, and then you can continue with higher levels as well, either on campus or any other German language school in the city. All right, so as I said, we have also a great career and employability team. And what kind of tailored career support we offer you here? It's one-to-one guidance with our career and employability manager. We offer various professional skills building workshops. Then we have representatives of the industry who come on campus and have like extra lectures and extra networking events for the students outside of their study program, or the students go to the like companies or factories and meet with people there. Then we have career events on campus. We have twice a year career fairs where the students can look for student jobs or internships, and this will all be connected with your degree program. We have an extensive network with companies and institutions, and we are very much engaged with the local startup scene here and entrepreneurship community. You're also going to have access to an extra platform where you can find different job listings. So on this slide, you see a few of our partners, and for example, a few of our students, they had internships in PwC or Deloitte. Some students started, for example, with internships in the local companies like Northwave or Spread Group, and upon the graduation they continued working there, or they had student jobs and now they're employed. Then I know that accommodation is a very hot topic in many European cities and even countries. And what is great here in Leipzig is that we have partnerships with a few private accommodation providers. And this means that so far all our students were able to be placed in different student accommodations. So at the moment we partner with Loomis, Buena, Stay 2, Basecamp, Felix Student Homes, The Hood, and many more. And you can have see all the list on our website under accommodation. And the prices I'm going to show you here. For example, in Loomis, this is a brand new provider, just 14 minutes walk to the campus, and prices there start with from 650 per month. There is a bit more affordable one called Wena, for example, but they are located a bit further. So when Loomis and Basecamp and a couple of others are walking distance from campus, a few others, with them you'd either need to bike or use public transport. But average prices are 600, 650 for a room, and usually the students make the contract for accommodation for the whole year, and then they are given the priority of prolonging the contract, for example, if they would like to stay in this accommodation, and you have the small kitchen, you have the bathroom, all in one room. So, I mean, you don't need to share it with anybody. Then please check your visa requirements to come to Germany on these official websites of German embassy. And there is one more very important thing you should know about, that German government, they require the so-called proof of income here to come to Germany and study. So international students, they are expected to demonstrate funds of 11,409 euros for the whole year. And this means that you would need to open a blocked account. Actually, it is possible to do from your home country with one of these Fintiba, Expatrio, or Coracle services, and then you like block this sum of money there to apply for student visa. And once you are in Germany, in Leipzig, and you open your bank account here locally, then you are going to receive monthly 992 euros from this blocked account for your monthly expenses. And this is a must for any international student who is coming to Germany to study. It is also very important to take care of your German health insurance, and you can do it, for example, during opening the blocked account, or you can connect with German public insurance providers, and we recommend you very much not to apply for a private insurance provider, but a state insurance provider, and we also list them on our website. We have contacts of these people who can also in English advise you on that. German public state insurance, they cover much more for the students than private ones, and they're also cheaper. Working in Germany, it's very also interesting for many students, and it's possible to work. So usually students work maximum 20 hours per week, and at the moment minimum wage is 12 euros per hour. There is an also interesting feature on our website, which is called Chat with Our Ambassadors. And these are very active, very heartful students coming from all around the world and representing different programs of study. So if you are interested in lifestyle in Leipzig, in a certain program, or maybe you want to get feedback on accommodation, something like this, please reach out to them on our website. They're happy to reply. They cannot, though, advise you anyhow on admissions requirements. For these, please contact me or your agent. So my name is Dr. Elvira Fritzsche. I'm a student recruitment manager Europe, and I'm happy to give this presentation to you today. Now I'm going to finish this and stop.
Thank you, Dr. Elvira Fritzsche. We have some questions, please, for you. For example, one says, what timetables do students have? How many hours of lessons students have per week?
That's a little bit complicated question for me, but I can give you an example. Sometimes the students start, let's say Monday, and they start their classes at 9 in the morning and they finish at 14, so at 2 p.m. and then they are free. The next day they can have only 1 hour of classes. For example, on Wednesdays we try that everybody finishes at 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. so that the whole that afternoon on Wednesday is free. But let's say it's it also depends on the year of study, right? And one time we had a case that one module was placed to the next semester, whereas it was in the beginning planned to be like given in the first term, in the Michaelmas term, but then we removed it, and thus the students had less hours in the first semester, but then more in the second. So the second term was a bit loaded for them.
Thank you. We have another question, and it says, what is an estimate of cost living in Germany, please?
Well, if you count this, let's say 650 euros for accommodation, then if you like going out, this will be much more expensive. But for one person, I'd say maybe 300 euro for groceries, and sometimes eating out would be enough. You know, it's a shame that you didn't see my slides from the beginning. There is a very interesting website actually called Numbeo, and it can be very useful. So you can write your home town there, and you can compare the prices in Leipzig, for example, how much milk costs, how much transportation costs, and something like this. Also on our website there is a brief information about estimated costs. For insurance, health insurance, you should also estimate around 120, 130 euros per month. And the students also will be one time a year invoiced for the transportation card, which is around 430 euro. But this means that with this transportation card, and all students studying in Germany must have it. So you are going to use them all publics and also local trains, and like three, because Leipzig is in Saxony, there is also Thuringia, it's like Bundesland it's called, or Saxony-Anhalt, and you also can use trains to go there for free.
Thank you. There is another question, please. It says, how much deposit students need to pay in order to get the visa letter?
Yeah, it is a 50% deposit of the tuition fee. And then if you are granted a scholarship, this scholarship will only be deducted from your invoice after 2 weeks of the program start date. So please, when you decide to pay the deposit, calculate 50% from the tuition fee without any scholarships. But we also are okay that the student, for example, to apply for the visa, that they pay first 25%, and then later in September, for instance, they transfer the second 25%. So they can split in 2 installments this deposit payment. I hope that was understandable. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. The other question is about the visa when students graduate from Lancaster University Leipzig. What opportunities they have of working after completing their program with the university?
Well, they are professionals then, so they can continue their career path in Germany if they do not have any secure job position during their study period. Then they have almost 1.5 years, so 18 months to look for a job. And as I said, we have very helpful colleague in our careers and engagement team, and so I very much encouraged students to get in touch with her if the students were not able to find a job position themselves. Then my colleague from this department, they will help.
Oh, thank you. As you said, students, when they graduate, they have 18 months, yes, of the opportunity to work in Germany,
Yeah.
yes?
The opportunity to find job.
To find job, yes.
So they have 1.5 years to look for a job. And then when they find it, then it's another, I guess it's a blue card then for them as a professional, and they change their residency status. First, they are residents as international students here. Then they are like looking for a job people this post-study visa, and then when they find a job during these 1.5 years, then they also change their residence to a work permit.
Thank you. Thank you. There is another question, and this is about it is difficult or it is easy to get a job with a degree and a postgraduate in Germany. Would the students need to learn German in order to apply for future jobs?
Well, it's not a must. I would say it's very much improves your chances to find a job. For example, we all know that in IT sector with computer science or software engineering degree, the whole world they work in English. So this may be much easier for without Germany to find it in comparison with business studies, for instance. Also, it very much depends on the company. However, learning German, at least for just convenience, to meet some new people or maybe going to the grocery store, this will be very helpful. Our students also say it's no problem without any German here in Leipzig to orient, but I'd say it's a bit short view. So if you want to live here, to really enjoy all benefits that Germany offers you, then we very much motivate you to pick up some German. But as I said, to apply to study with us, you don't need to provide any German language proficiency.
No. Well, I think those are all the questions that we have by now. And I want to remember the people that if you are looking for high quality higher education programs, Lancaster University Leipzig is the option for you. Contact us and start your application today. Our team is happy to help you and give you all the necessary guidance.
Yes,
Dr. Elvira Fritzsche.
if you could,
Yes.
if I may add, that we are still accepting applications for October 2024 intake, and we operate on rolling admissions. And sometimes we can even be flexible a little bit if the student applied for the visa but didn't get it yet by the beginning of the studies. In this case, we just very short period can offer hybrid mode of studies, but then they must be in Leipzig upon getting this visa. So please use your chances, apply now, and start your degree already this October 2024.
Yes, that is very important. As you said, students could start online, yes, if they have some issues.
If they applied already for the visa and we see that they are not arriving on time, so we have the welcome week in the beginning of October, and then maybe maximum 1.5 months we can offer these hybrid studies. This is not like the best way, of course, because face-to-face studies are much higher quality, but in cases of visa delays, this can be a great solution.
No, and that is really a solution and a great opportunity. Dr. Elvira Fritzsche, it was really a pleasure to have you here with us. And well, thank you for your time. And we appreciate your explanation to our students regarding the advantages of studying at Lancaster University Leipzig.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure as well. Okay.
No, it is a pleasure. As I said, Global Studies is ready to help you with your application. We still have time to start this October intake. So please contact us, and we will be happy to help you. And Dr. Elvira Fritzsche will be helping us with your applications too. So don't forget to contact us. Sorry, I have another question. How much was the tuition? There is a question. They didn't specify the program.
Okay, so for international fee payers for the upcoming intake 2024, it is 17,250 euros. For local fee payers, meaning EU and UK, it is 10,350 for 1 year.
Thank you, Dr. Elvira Fritzsche. Well, I think there are no more questions now, and thank you for your help And
Thank you.
everybody, don't miss this chance. You can start your studies this October intake. So contact us. We will
Okay,
be
have a
waiting
great
for you.
day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, doctor, and thank you, everybody. We'll be in another live stream soon.